morning guys, it's January the 25th. I'm Henry Green from London Trading Group, and I'm just going to run through what I'm looking for in the trading sessions today. Just a quick one before we start. I'd be very grateful if you can leave any comments, like and subscribe to this video. All comments are welcome, and it'd be really appreciated if you could comment, because all of your input is very, very useful for us. So Eurodollar, let's start with that one. So yeah, we have closed very bullishly as I described yesterday. 318.20 was a good close for this pair, and as such I am waiting for this pullback. So I've just replicated this 60-minute line. This was the trend line we were on before this false break on Friday, probably on Thursday actually. We then have gone back through it and retested it. So I've just replicated this line and put it on the price here. This will be the line now I'm looking to break for a downside take on this one. I think 107.30 is a really good zone. I've got a good level of support down there, 107.20, and I think my D is down at 107.30 as well. So that kind of nicely lines up. So you could get a bit of a rally in the euro today, I'd probably be looking up to sort of good areas. So my initial position can be taken on good sell zone. So sort of if it gets back up to 108.50 area, even a little bit lower to be fair, even down at 108.30, I think they're I think they're probably the quite good zones, and 108.70. So I'd just be looking for rejection in there to take a small one with a nice big stop, and then I'll be selling a full position when it closes below that counter trend line. But I think the euro looks like I think it is a short this week, and so that's what I'm favouring, the short side in that one. Cable, I do expect a rally. I think we're kind of a nice bottoming sequence. We need to close through the 8 on the day. This kind of is what I've been waiting for. So if we close through this 8, then I think that then this does rally, and we could see some strong buying up to maybe 144.50. I think is the first target. I've got a good daily level up at 145. So if we close through 143.30, which was my previous level, then I think we see this rally. That's kind of a top, and I think if you manage to get through there, then you can see this trade all the way up to 145. I think that's probably quite a good target. The 38 on the day is back up at 147. So we could, in theory, that is the trade that we should be looking for. Certainly, the next fib swing up takes you up to 146. So we're going to have a couple of days, and I think maybe we do see a couple of days of pound strength. And if we do, obviously, then we're looking for other pairs to play that against. Okay, dollar yen. Dollar yen's a really nice one. I think that this is very, very bullish. I don't expect there to be a very deep pullback. I think 118.40 is probably the area that it holds at, and if we do, we probably got this formation through the high, through sort of 118.80. I'd be looking to take this up. I think 119 is quite an easy trade. 119.65 is an easy trade up, and I think that's my D as well. So I think that'll be my target should it break on the top side. However, if we go through 118.40, we have this double top here. So all I'd do is I'd just take, obviously, just like you normally play a double top, take the MPO, bang it down, and that also gives you the 38. So I'd be looking down at 118 for potential really good buy zones for that one, and I think that would probably make a bit of sense if you potentially waited for that to pull back, because at the moment it's a quick market, so you expect it to fail somewhere between 118.80 and 119, and I think the move is up to 119.60. So just play this patiently. I think a 118 rejection is probably quite a good zone to be looking to buy this, and I'll certainly be looking for that. And in that case, then you're obviously looking for yen weakness across the board, and I'd be looking to play that in other pairs. Dollar CAD. This one just looks like obviously it's bounced up there. Oil's opened quite bullishly. We are trading quite bullishly in oil. My next level up in that one, let me just tell you, is just change this one to a 60-minute. You can't see this, guys, because it's on one of my other screens, but I've got a D. So it has been following the fibs quite nicely. I've got a D up at 33.50, so you could see a bounce there. But then I think you've also got some quite a good level of resistance up at sort of 33.30. So I think that maybe we do get a bounce somewhere up at 33.50. But in the meantime, I think you can continually to play dollar CAD on the downside, and certainly that would then open CAD yen if we do see that dollar yen rally. So we are down at the 127. So this is the rejection zone. And I would be looking for an exceptionally bearish candle to take this out, or else you do have to still look for the top side. And I think the 38 sort of 143.40 area is quite manageable. So just be careful of that one. It's a quick market. You just don't want to be turned around. We've only pulled back to the 23.6, so this is a quick market. We're down at the 127 now, so this is the first zone of rejection. So just play dollar CAD with care, because I think that this continuation down, although I think it does get down to 140.40, I think that's a very good zone to target. Just be careful, because if we do fail here, then the rally is going to be on, and then I think you've got to look for good areas to be getting back into this once it's rejected. So dollar CAD, just be careful, but I do think that looks like it's going to continue on down. Maybe we do have a brief rally today in dollar CAD. Aussie's an interesting one. Again, I think the D's up at 71, so I think we could get up there. If we get up to 71, I know there's a lot of sellers up there. 70 is a good level. We've also got all the EMAs that have been narrowing, and now they're sort of exploding outwards, and that's kind of a good sign for me that this market wants to take off. We are in a breakout. We are making higher highs and higher lows, so we could just come back up to test this outer trend line on this day, and I think that's up at 71.80 area. So maybe we've got a couple more fib swings. I think this is probably strength for the while. I think you could probably play this as a strength play. However, again, we've not pulled back to 38, so that trade that we'd like to look for has not happened yet. So I think certainly if we sort of get down towards 69.80 and we break through there, I think then you can be looking to take on the 38 down at 69.60. But for the time being, obviously, we have to play this is a breakout in terms of long, just a small correction. So I think 71 is probably the target for me, and then through that 71.70 where I do expect some sellers to step back in again. It's quite an interesting market. Aussie is stronger, I feel, than the Kiwi. I think this one has got a little bit more sell pressure, especially up. I've got a really good level up at 66.30, which I think makes a lot of sense. So I've got my D there in terms of my 60-minute chart, but also I've got a lot of EMAs coming in there and my past market angle on the day. So I think if you close through 66.30 today, I think then that opens up the top side in Kiwi, but I really don't expect that to happen. And I think certainly a close through 64.70 opens up the bottom side for the Kiwi dollar. So I'll be looking to play Kiwi weakness against a couple of the others. So maybe against the pound, maybe against the Aussie. Aussie Kiwi is always a nice one to trade, and maybe also the Canadian dollar as well. So they're my kind of setups for today. That's what I'm looking for. So maybe that brings into play sort of pound yen this afternoon in this afternoon sessions. But as I've described, I think everything has maybe a pullback before it goes again, and it's just a case of making sure you're not getting into the direction before it's too soon, and then getting stopped out on a small correction. So just be careful for today's session. That's all I'd advise. It should be a good day. I'm very much looking forward to it. But again, feel free to leave a comment. That'd be great. And click subscribe to never miss a video again. So I'm just going to go over to the virtual floor now. The link is in the description below. It'd be great if you could come and join us over there. I'm Henry Green, and thank you for listening. Thank you.